Hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. This is take 2, sorry, of my video where I'm going to show you how to make these darling little notebooks. I'm going to tell you everything start to finish, including how to do these bookmarks. And so this is the second video in my series today of yellow craft projects. Okay, so before we get started, as you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any questions. If you were watching the earlier one when it suddenly disappeared, I apologize. My phone suddenly went completely dead. So I just decided to start over from the beginning, but I'll do it pronto, real quick. Okay, so these are these little notebooks that you can purchase, I believe, on Amazon. They are 5 1/4 inches wide by around 8 inches tall. And these were given to me by my friend Diane while she was here visiting. So I've already stenciled 3 of them. Let me show you what I've gotten. We're using the Proverbs 31 stencil set from Magnolia. Oh, I need to quickly put a link here. Let's see. And I've used 3 out of 4 of them. And it's a great stencil set. So I'm just going to pin my link here at the bottom of the page in case you want to go look. And for this project, we're using chalk paste, not ink. Okay, so this one says, she is clothed with strength and dignity. Proverbs 31:25. Isn't that cute? This one right here says, whoops, and it has a bookmark to go with it that I'll show you in a minute. She is far more precious than jewels. Proverbs 31:10. And this one right here has a little band of ribbon across the bottom, and it says, the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Proverbs 31:26. And we're gonna make one more. We're gonna use the last one of the stencils from that set. Okay, and then I'll show you how to make these awesome, super easy little bookmarks. And these would make a great gift. Diane told me these were not expensive. If you don't want to order something like this from Amazon, just look around at Target, Walmart, Staples, Joann's, and you can find these little kind of notebooks that have this natural brown paper on them. Although that's not completely necessary to do this project, I do love the look. Okay, so the last one that we haven't used yet is this one that says, her children arise up and call her blessed. Proverbs 31:28. Okay, so I'm not gonna fuzz this because these stencils have been used a ton, and they're not super sticky anymore. But if it was your first time using the stencil, you absolutely want to fuzz it on either a green fuzzing cloth, your t-shirt, a pair of jeans, something, because these are hard to get up. And if you haven't fuzzed them and they're brand new, you might stretch them trying to pull it up, or you might pull up some of your paper. Okay, so these are adhesive, they're mesh, they're super easy to work with, they're reusable many times. I'm using daffodil chalk paste. It has a black lid, so we know that it's chalk paste. The other color that Magnolia has is called canary yellow. They're both awesome. I'm just using this one because that's what I did all the others in. And I'm gonna be giving 2 of these away in my blessing boxes that I'm getting all set up, all with sort of a yellow theme. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little blob of chalk paste and throw it on here. And then we're pushing it through the holes on our stencil. This could not be easier. I don't have good handwriting. I never have. And so I couldn't draw something out like this. No way. But I can stencil something super quick, super cute, that looks amazing just using one of these little stencils. Okay, and I'm just pulling off the big globs. All right. And I just put some distilled water in it, so I probably won't add any more right now. Put my top back on it. This is what that looks like. I'm gonna pull this off. It looks great. I'm throwing this in my tub. This Proverbs 31 stencil, it's a quad. That means it has 4 pieces that are, you can use them separately. I suppose you could use them all together if you wanted to. They're just a great set. You can make a lot of great things with these. So it has 2 that have this kind of design, and then it has 2 that have this kind of a design. So it's an awesome stencil. Okay, when this is completely dry, I will take it outside and I will spray a couple of coats of this Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Clear Matte Clear Spray Sealer. It could be Rust-Oleum, it doesn't have to be this brand, you just want it to be matte and clear and a sealer. And that will make this chalk paste permanent, and so it's not going to get smudged or anything. I did not do anything whatsoever to prep the surface of these books, though. You don't have to have this first. You're going to stencil, let it dry, then spray a couple of coats of clear matte sealer, and it did not hurt, whoops, it did not hurt the surface of these at all. Okay, so let's put this aside since it is wet. So this is the second video I'm doing today with yellow themed projects, and earlier I showed you these. These were my first projects. These are just zipper pouches that are super affordable from Hobby Lobby. They make a great gift. A couple of them are not quite finished, but if you missed that video, it should be here in my videos. And okay, so now we're gonna make a bookmark. And there's a lot of different things that you could do for that. You could just use some ribbon, but I wanted to put some beads on mine. And most of the beads that I have teeny, 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 teeny holes. So, so I needed something that was gonna be stiff and small in circumference or diameter or whatever the correct word is. So this fit the bill perfectly. It's DIY natural hemp cord number 20. I purchased this at Walmart. It was in the jewelry section on the wall in the back by Crafts. I knew I would have some uses for it. I just didn't know what. So before I came live, I already got started on this one, and I'm just gonna cut. I didn't want, where did mine go? Let's see, where did I put it? The one I already made, it's right here. Okay, so I didn't want it to be too much longer than the book. And if I was giving this away, which I'm giving 2 of these away, I'll include the bookmarks. So this is what it looks like with the bookmark. Pretty cute, huh? And so affordable, so easy. Okay, so I'm just starting with a long piece, and I'm gonna put a knot at one end. And then I've started threading on. Let's make that a double knot because I tied that really tight. Then I'm going to cut this short. I've threaded on a couple of yellow beads and then some little silver ones that I had on hand right here. And I'm just pulling out a couple more yellow beads that I have here that will work. My beads came also from Walmart in the very same department as this hemp, on that wall. And they come in, they're 99 cents. They come in these little zip pouches. And usually there's about 25 or 30 all in the same type of color wave. So they're not expensive at all, and they're just great to work with. All right, so let me come up close to show you what I've got going here. So these little metal looking little beads, I think they came from Michael's. I have a whole bunch of jewelry making supplies, but I really haven't made jewelry in a long time. So I was just digging out what I had, using what I had to do this project. So I've just tied a knot at the top of that last silver bead. And now we're gonna do the other end. And I'm gonna do the same little silver beads. This hemp is stiff and it's easy to thread things on it. Easy. So you can go hop over to Walmart and pick up some of these. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted. Pick up some hemp, pick up some beads for not much at all. Here we go. This one right here. If I can get a hold of it. And you can fill this as full as you would like. It absolutely is just personal preference, what appeals to you. And it looks like I don't have another matching, darn, bead. So I'm gonna just use a plain silver one, and then I'm gonna use a bigger plain silver one. The two ends don't have to be exactly the same. So the other side will look like this, basically. So now let's measure and see how long do we want this to be. And like I said before, I really just want it to be a little bit longer than what I had you know, for the length of the book. I'm just going to tie a knot here. Perfect. Scooch everything up, and I'm going to find another little bead because this bigger bead has a big hole on the end of it. Okay. We might have to do a little yellow. Let's do this one. And I'm going to finish it off with a knot that I'm going to push up to the very bottom of the bottom bead. I'm cutting the tail off, and voila! There is our next little bookmark. And this is what it looks like. It could have been a little bit shorter, but it's pretty much perfect. So, so this was our project. If you like this project, let me know in the comments. If you want to make sure that you see number 3, which is super cute. I've got it right over here. Number 3 in my yellow series today, then do a this or a this. That's a heart. I know some people are like, what is that funny thing that she's doing with her hands? This is a heart. or say something in the comments. And then check up here to make sure that you've liked and followed DiyDreaming. Thank you. I did not see who gave me the stars, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you want to look at any of these stencils from the Proverbs 31 set, or if you want to look at any of the chalk paste or inks from the previous project, I did pin a link right here. It has a sunflower, a heart, a sunshine, a star, and then a little yellow daisy. And it's magnoliadiy.com. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you liked this super duper duper easy project. I mean, it really was super duper 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 easy. And if you have questions, let me know that in the comments. I'm gonna let this run for just a minute or so you guys can ask questions or do the hearts or whatever if you want to let Facebook know that you want to see what I have coming up next. And I hope you liked these projects. And I will see you guys in just a little bit with number 3.